Oh, fuck.
So, let's play pretend for a second. You're a multi-billion-dollar corporation that just released a horror-fueled trendsetter onto the unsuspecting population. What do you do with that? Well, if you're Capcom, you double down, you shove a bunch of people into a room a month later to start working on the sequel. Bear, gonna need help with this.
Freeze!
History of this is gonna be more relevant than RE1, simply because if a couple decisions had been made differently, we'd be talking about a completely different game. For starters, in the driver's seat, Shinji Mikami was out. He moved to a producer role for development, and in came Hideki, you spell my name wrong, I'll block you on Twitter, Kamiya, to direct the game, with a development team of about 45 people. Mikami and Kamiya regularly had beef, mainly over creative differences. Eventually, Mikami got sick of this shit and withdrew from the role he was in, and just wanted to build every month. We should talk about 1.5. So the early build of RE2 was dubbed 1.5 later in its life. Plot-wise, it kind of followed the same story that had been laid down by RE1, but with no direct relation to the main characters of that. No Jill or Chris here. The idea of the police station must have been an early one in the pre-planning. It stuck around. The design of 1.5 had much more of a modern look for the building, but we also had enemies that ended up being cut, like this fucking thing. We followed one of two characters, Leon S. Kennedy or Eliza Walker, as they help survivors get out of the station. Or they would have. When they were roughly 60 to 80% done with this build, 2 months before expected release, Mikami had been checking in as they went along, unpleased with basically everything except the individual assets. He called in some backup as an attempt to salvage what he could of the story and design. A gentleman by the name of... Bear? Thank you. TV writer at the time, who also loved the original game. He was brought in to help with story development, and he ended up staying and writing for the RE games for a long time. He's also the guy who suggested that Elsa become Claire for the final build, for a connection to the OG. 1.5 went into the dumpster, and development began again. And honestly, not much of 1.5 lives into. Most of it is made for the game itself. Let's do some math. So, killed 2 months before its initial release, March 97, to release, January of 98, means that the final game was in development for maybe 9 months? Gotta have some time for bug testing. That's pretty fucking insane considering the results. And I will definitely be taking that into account for any complaints I have in the future. I am a critical bastard after all. Fuck, this is gonna take forever. Bear, Kako, you guys ready? We do this like we always do. Going over the whole game. Design, mechanics, fun stuff, bitching. Let's do this. We're gonna look at the game the same way every person did when they brought this home back in '98. We didn't have Capcom back then tell us what was canon or not. We just stuck in disc 1 because the game was 2-disc, and most of us back then with experience with 2-disc games just thought that meant the game was huge, like a Final Fantasy type thing. Intro video immediately shows off the higher budget. Full 3D cutscene show off. Very nice. We start up, and a cool little flashback to the first game gets you all caught up. We get into a driving scene. Empty little town. That's a body on the road. Leon S.
What we got
Kennedy.
here?
One of the only things to survive the 1.5 dumpster fire. Pop hungover, late for his first day. Flash to shit going downhill fast.
Man, what a mess. What could have done this?
Okay, one thing though. I get the horror trope, but how is it there was no evidence of fuckery going on when you got into town, dude?
What are these things? All right, that's far enough. Don't move. Don't move. No!
Our mans starts fighting for his life and saves a young girl.
Wait! Don't shoot!
Get down! We can't stay out here. Head to the police station. It'll be a lot safer.
They book, steal a cop car.
What's going on? I arrived in town, and the whole place went
Great.
insane.
The radio's
Wait.
out.
So
You're a
she just
cop,
showed up
right?
too and didn't notice anything jacked
Yeah,
before?
First day on the job. Great, huh?
Okay.
Name's Leon
Gun
Kennedy.
inside.
Lady gets a gun out of the glove box and Leon is attacked by his clone. This game is a trip.
Look out!
Action movie jump. This shit is way more explosive than RE1. And now we start. Welcome to RE2. So in terms of control, we're looking at basically the same as RE1. Tank controls, can't move while aiming, fixed camera angles, but with some quality of life improvements. Inventory is tied to the face buttons. Pause is its own deal now, but it can be weird depending on your port. I'm playing the DualShock edition, so it's just start. The tank controls feel a bit smoother, and the ability to turn auto-aim on and off was added to this port, and it is off by default, so just a fair bit of warning for you. Your body language will change depending on your health condition, so you no longer have to jump into the inventory every time. And your character's head will turn towards enemies, kind of helping with the camera angles. Subtle stuff, but very nice. So after a nice jaunt to the police station... Sorry, Kendo, got a schedule to keep.
What?
We meet Marvin.
Just go.
Fucking hell.
Fine. But I'm coming back for you.
Yeah, we're coming back with a shotgun. He gave us a key to unlock the doors in the main area of the station. This place had been a refuge for people when the outbreak started. Well, I guess we should talk about the place. It does have a similar feel to the old mansion. Two distinct sides to explore and grab shit. But unlike RE1, this is a bit more linear than that. To start moving shit along, we need to head west. Time to meet a new friend. The liquor. They're like kittens, they're harmless. But if they get near you, hit them with a shotgun or the magnum. Personal space. The story of how things went down in the station are around in files, par for the course. However, the writing and detail has definitely gotten a huge improvement. Another new thing is hidden ammo and items. For the point-and-click savvy, there are multiple areas in the game that had hidden ammo caches. And a few herbs hidden this way as well. Mash the hell out of that X button. We light a fire in similar fashion and get a gem. Do a traditional block puzzle for another. These must be important. We'll save them for a rainy day. Another thing to point out is that the AI for the zombies have gotten a good jump. They fake death, will fall for a leg, will speed up for you. Nice touches. In the STARS office, we find Chris's diary and a medal that we need to progress underneath it. Claire gets here as we find it.
Leon! Right.
One last thing. Here's a radio.
And we give
Take
her a
it.
radio. Why did
That
we
way
not
can
give this
keep
to
in
her
touch if
earlier?
anything happens.
Whatever. Oh shit, shotgun! Bear, do it! The shotgun is as satisfying as it has always been. Better chances at multi-hits. We will unlock its true potential later. One complaint I can level, that medal we picked up, we head back to the main hall, drop that shit in the statue out here, and it gives us a key. Spade key. Cool. Now time to head back the same way we just came from. Back and forth, back and forth. I get Ari is backtracking, but it would have been cool to have guessed more where this key went. Nope. We open the door next to our blind waste space. Find a crank. It's not a classic Resident Evil game without a crank. The other door, past the star's office, leads to the library. Well, fuck. After dicking around in the library for a little bit, we fall through the floor, end up solving a quick puzzle. To score a plug that looks like a chess piece? Bit more tomfoolery, and a shortcut open. We're on the east side, second floor. We can get to the first floor this way too. The east office has a safe with some goods. Outside the second floor, however, is a flaming helicopter we need to put out. Find a valve. Where's this door go? Fuck! Love this shotgun. Back up to the wreck. We play fireman. Opening up a hallway a ways back. We find a room with two statues, spots for gems in their chests, and one big statue in the middle. Yep, I see what's up. Grab those gems, dump those off. Plug number 2. We also found another key. The diamond key. To the evidence room! Bastards. Score the shotgun shells in here. Go out the other door in here. Told you I'd be back, Marvin. Snag that key off his desk. Back to the east side. So, I'm sure you're noticing that the game is more action-oriented than the first game. More enemies, more ammo to deal with them. This is Hideki, look at me funny, I'll block you Kamiya's love of action and combat coming through. Play this right, you'll have more ammo than you know what to do with. Okay, there's magnum ammo. Just over here. 46? Dear God, what am I gonna do with all this? There's not even enough there's not enough things to use this ammo on. Bit more of the patented dicking around. We end up in a parking garage. Fuck, don't shoot, I'm delicate! Oh, yes, a lady.
Sorry about that.
Her name is Ada.
Saw the uniform.
She says she's looking for a boyfriend.
Zombie.
Ready to be a love interest in the series for the foreseeable future? We help her move a trash SWAT van, and we head into the holding cells.
Let me guess. You must be Ben, right? Get up, now!
Reporter named Ben gives us the goods. The game overall does a much better job of giving you direction over its predecessor. Down into the sewers.
Think we can get
We split up
upstairs
with
through
Ada.
this shaft? Give me a boost. I'll go and check.
take control of her for a bit for some puzzling. She's pretty handy with that piece. She has a higher rate of fire with her handgun than the two main characters have. Chick knows what she's doing. Grab that key.
Leon, can you hear me?
Back to our boy. Shot put the key
Ada,
and some goods back
Did
through
you
the
find
vent.
anything?
Right here. Think fast. Here's one more.
Time to go back through the station. That key we picked up is the last key for the station. Find plug number 3, along with a jump scare and a gear. Remember that crank? Time to bust it out and go use that gear. Oh, of course. So, when you get to the library for this, zombies will go through the windows, filling up the station. It's a good thing you're pretty much done here. Up to the clock tower, use that gear. Plug number 4. Leon then just takes the dust chute down. Brave, but stupid. Like, dude has any idea where this ends up. Frankly, lucky he ends up where he does.
No!
Well, fuck, sounds like Ben is screwed.
Get away!
He gives us some goods and...
Co-conspirator. Get that scum. Make him pay. Hang in there, Ben. Oh, my chest. It's burning. What's wrong?
Ew. Oh, nice of you to show up, Ada.
Good God, what was that?
Yeah, she has a habit of showing up right after the fun. All 4 plugs in hand, we go to... Fuck me running. G-Monster. Tough, annoying, will attack you with its spawn, or swiping at you if you're too close. Introduce him to 50 Action Express. What the fuck? Did she just fall from the ceiling? She joins us for this little gallivant through the sewers, right up until... Leon takes a bullet. And Beta abandons him and chases the lady who shot us. Chick's a good shot. Gives an exposition dump on the situation, and we respond in the appropriate way. Damn, that was a good hit. Down the ladder. Back to Leon. Dude's doing okay with a bullet in him.
Ada?
We need to find Ada. Take a different route. Ooh, spiders. Still a waste of time. We play with a valve, and we end up in a long hallway.
Ada!
Is that a fucking gator? Well, if you have any knowledge of this game, you've probably seen this dude. Blowing up with a tank in here. Bye, Felicia. So, with how I skim over not to spoil everything, I haven't really had a good spot to explain the zapping system. It was a design choice. Actions one character made would affect another. If we didn't blow up the gator and we just fought him, he'd be back later. That kind of stuff. There's more than that, but I'm not here to spoil the entire game for you. I'm here to talk design, mechanics, and cool shit. Speaking of design, like the original game, this is the point of the game where it's basically a linear shot straight to the finish. Overall, RE2 is a more linear game. The zapping system is where a lot of the variety in a run will come from. Brain damage distraction over, we get out of the sewers and find a cable car. Let's take that shit. Of course. We start getting attacked from the ceiling. Fire at that asshole. Get the end of our trip. We end up in a hallway. There's treasure in here, though. Let's light this thing first for a key. Gotta love the hidden shit everywhere. We'll need this later, but that's not the important thing. Bear, you know what to do. This shotgun is hands down the best thing in RE2. The most powerful? No. The most handy? No. But that noise? Listen to it. That is the sound of satisfaction. Why the shotgun doesn't end up in lists of best video game shotguns, I don't know, but it's a fucking monster and I love it. We end up on an elevator turntable with a train on it. Get that shit running, head on down, time to see where it goes.
Ada, can you hear me? Come on, snap out of it.
Yeah, dude, she's not getting up. She got punched. We gotta go out and handle business. What the fuck is that thing? Oh well, probably not important. Hit it with all the fire we can muster. Punk down, we take Ada to the office down at the bottom of this place. Head off to deal. Welcome to the home stretch. This lab is a fairly small area. We need to power up and unlock everything. Very similar to the first game. Hold room. The key item we need is 5 feet away from the machine we need to use it on. Why? The game is taking it easy on us for finding the key items in here. Get that fuse and start the electricity in the area. Everything's powered on. We head into the other wing, do some cleaning. Advanced liquors. Hit them with a shotgun. Still pretty much harmless. These fuckers, on the other hand. Ivies. Annoying as hell, tough as nails, hit like trucks made of nukes. You guys already know what I'm gonna say. Shotgun.
The gun is good. The gun is good!
Out of the shutters, down the ladder, more liquors to punish. We end up in another lab area. You remember that key we picked up next to the cable car? Use it here for magnum parts. Fun fact about the weapon parts, they will reload the ammo count of the weapon they're used on. In the lab, there is a key card. Grab that, head way back. Oh, you are adorable. Back to the other wing. Use that lab key to get into the door. Few zombies in here. Adorable. Make them pay. Grab the ammo disc.
You murdered my husband.
This fucking lady shows up to rant and dump exposition at us again.
That can't be. I know her. Ada wouldn't do something like that.
I do love how dense Leon can be about a woman he just met today. Take that virus she kept waving in front of us and bounce.
Leon. I've been waiting for you, Leon.
See, this is what I'm talking about, Leon.
What are you doing?
You can't just trust anyone you just
know
meet,
what
dude.
this is about.
Ada gets shot by the mad scientist. We get a nice emotional scene. I'm just gonna let it play
Ada!
out.
Ada, I've got you. Don't give up.
Leon, it's over. Just let me go.
Shut up. You're gonna make it.
It's too late, Leon. We both know it.
No. I promised you that we would escape. You just have to help me out here.
I really wanted to escape with you, Leon. Escape from everything. Goodbye.
Ada! No. So, this is what everyone's been dying for.
Well, shit's going down. Time to split. Head back down towards the lab. There's a computer. Use that shit, open up the escape. Elevator room, hit that switch, time limit, and a new challenger appears. So according to the mad scientist, this was her husband, now a bullet sponge. This fight is a two-phase deal. First fight is slow and hard-hitting. After some damage, it turns into a gorehound. Bouncing around and hard to hit. Honestly, take some abuse to let him get close, then make him pay for that bad decision. He collapses into a twitching mess on the floor, elevator shows, and we bounce. Run to the train. we escape.
Leon!
Stay down!
Are you okay? Yes, I'm fine.
It's over.
No. I have to find my brother.
You're right. This is just the beginning. Goodbye, Ada.
Nice job, Leon. Unlike the original game, this isn't the end. A game isn't over until you do an A and B run. So now it's time to look at the second run, and the second character, Claire Redfield, Chris Redfield's sister. She came looking to town after he went AWOL shortly after the Manson incident. This would turn out to be a bad idea. She gets into town around the same time Leon does. Same deal for the most part. Intro plays out the same, other than we follow Claire's point of view.
I'm finally here.
She ends up on the other side of the crashed cruiser and has to make her way into the station from the backside of the parking entrance. We also get to see how the helicopter crashed.
Hey! Get over here! Hurry!
I can't set her down. I'll drop you a rope ladder. Grab onto it.
Come on! Just a little more! Get off me! Stay back! Don't come any closer! Stay back!
Great shooting, Tex. Well, you know the deal. We need to put that fire out. Where's our valve? Ah, here we are. Most layout of key items are going to be different for the B scenario, but not everything. Fire out, we head back inside to see a new scene. Well, that's probably not good. Meet Mr. X. It's not his name, but it may as well be in the community. We are going to bully him as often as possible. There is a good reason for it. The man's got ammo for us every time we take him down. 9 out of 10 times, it's just worth putting him down. He's not gonna stay down, though. Another thing to point out for the B scenario is that enemy layout is almost completely different. There's very few places where enemy layout is exactly the same as it was the A scenario. They really wanted it to feel like a separate playthrough. Very nice touch. Since the fire's out, we head into the statue room. The key in here we need for the doors in the main hall. There's also a friend in here. Out of that mess, out into the main hall. The medal to score the spade key is up here on the second floor. We're gonna follow the same track that Leon did, except with a couple surprises. The Star's office has a bowgun for us. Kinda takes the place of the shotgun for Claire. It's not a bad weapon. Not a lot of ammo for it around, though. Leaving the Star's office, a little girl is being harassed by a zombie. Make him pay for that. We follow her, see a group munchin', introduce them to the grenade launcher. You find it in the main hall on the counter near the computer. One nice change is being able to swap grenade types anytime, rather than having to empty the launcher first. I will say I miss the old explosive projectile from RE1. This kind of a spread thing here, it still works good. So Leon was looking for 4 plugs to progress. Claire is looking for 3 stones. It's actually 4. One's broken in half. Clever. Our new goal currently, however, is to blow up that helicopter. Well, actually the door next to it. Explosives in the evidence room. Detonator in the West office. Who taught her how to use plastic explosives? Was it Chris? How the hell did he get a hold of some to teach her? Speaking of, who taught her the intricacies of a 40mm grenade launcher? Whatever. Let's go meet the chief.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I thought you were another one of those zombies.
The chief is an interesting character.
Are you Chief Irons?
We meet him, and he's very well spoken.
And just who are you?
Pay no attention to the corpse on his
Don't
desk.
bother telling.
He's just gonna stuff
That
that
makes
lady
a
before he stuffs that lady.
You'll end up
He
just
gives me
like
the
all
creeps.
the
Well done,
others.
Capcom. Out of his office, down the hall, we find the little girl again. But she says something odd.
Wait. But there's something out there. I don't know what it is, but I saw it. Much larger than any of those zombies. And it's coming after me.
What was that?
That's what I was telling you about. It's here.
Sherry, wait!
What's after her? I don't know, but I have grenades for it. She runs off, and we find the chief gone. Did leave his diary, though.
September 23rd. It's all over. Those imbeciles from Umbrella have finally done it. Despite all their promises, they've ruined my town. Soon the streets will be infested with zombies. I'm beginning to think that I may be infected myself. I'll kill everyone in town if this turns out to be true. September 24th. I was successful in spreading confusion among the police as planned. I've made sure that no one from outside will come to help. With delays in police actions, no one will have the chance to escape my city alive. I've seen to it personally that all escape routes from inside the precinct have been cut off as well. There are several survivors still attempting to escape through the lower levels, but I'll make sure no one gets out. September 26th. I've had a change of heart about the remaining survivors inside the precinct. I've decided to hunt them down myself. I shot Ed in the back through the heart less than an hour ago. I watched him writhe in pain upon the floor in a pool of his own blood. The expression on his face was positively exquisite. He died with his eyes wide open, staring up at me. It was beautiful. I wonder if the mayor's daughter is still alive. I let her escape so I could enjoy hunting her down later. I'm going to enjoy my new trophy. Yes, frozen forever in a pose I chose to give her.
Called it. He's gonna stuff that lady before he stuffs that lady. So, those stones I mentioned earlier, those are the keys out of his office. Behind the creepy painting. After some dicking around in the basement,
Sherry,
we find the girl,
I've been looking
Sherry.
everywhere for you.
She runs off again,
Sherry,
and we
don't
take
go
control of her
alone.
to do the same thing Ada did earlier.
Sherry!
Get that key and head back. Back to Claire, in the basement is another zapping system thing. The weapon armory. In here is more pews for your pews. And a locker with a side pack and a submachine gun. Pro tip, ignore these and run A and save them for the second character. We take that pack and bounce. I know what you're thinking. Nerf. Submachine gun. Grab that shit. No. There's a good reason for it, and we'll get to it later. More dicking around, we have our stones. Let's head back to the chief's office. Well, looks like Sherry got here too.
Sherry.
Little girl's
you
good at
okay?
getting around.
I'm glad to see you.
Stone's used. A secret wall opens up. Everyone in the RE universe is a Bond villain. Down the elevator, we confront Irons.
So you've made it this far. Not bad, girl. But I'm not letting anyone leave my town. Everyone's gonna die.
He spills the goods on us and meets the thing in the basement.
What?
Gross. Let's go introduce whatever that was to acid shells. Oh, big man Birkin. Don't get hit by that pipe. He has the capacity to two-shot you. Found that out the hard way on stream.
Claire!
Fetch the tiny one out of this cursed place and into the sewers. Oh, hi, big man.
Claire?
Run!
We get out while the getting's good, and Sherry befalls the fate of many an Acme character.
Sherry, where are you?
Fuck. We find our boy with a bullet in him.
You're bleeding.
Poor bastard. Try not to get gored by that asshole later.
ran into Someone tried to kill me. Nearly succeeded, too.
The sewers themselves play out very similarly to Leon's route, except we blew up that gator, so he's no issue to Claire. I didn't even realize that he was part of the zapping system as a kid. I just figured he didn't show up in Scenario B. 2 medals used, call the cable car back. Gary just kind of appears? Well, that's convenient.
Sherry.
We quiz her on some info her mom gave us. Same deal up to the turntable, but it's already been taken down. We need to call it back up. Time for a slight sidetrack. Oh, you poor bald bastard. Called back up, we head on down. Time for another boss fight.
Claire? What was that?
Give him incendiary hospitality. The elevator stops. One more goddamn thing to fix. However, when we leave, the elevator leaves without us. now we're in a new area. We need to power the elevator here so we can get down to the lab. Oh, you're cute. Walk on by. Now time for the lab. The flow is basically the same as Scenario A, other than a couple things. One zapping-related thing. In this room, you can administer a spray that weakens the monsters on this run. However, if you use it on Scenario A, Scenario B, the IVs will mutate into assholes that will poison you. Trust me on this. The other thing is that the lab card key is actually in here with the spray controls as well. We need this key. Time to head back. Oh, this bitch. You're a terrible parent.
Annette!
Where's Sherry?
But I asked her, and she's never even heard of the G-Virus before.
Which room? Tell me. Sherry!
No! Annette!
The sample's inside the pendant Sherry's wearing.
We need to go and save the tiny one. Back to the power area, get in there, and I'm just gonna let this play.
Sherry!
Help me, Claire!
The monster's after your pendant! Throw it to me! Good girl. Now run, Sherry! As for you, come and get it! I've got what you want! Come on! Here! This is what you're looking for, right? Fine. Then go get it! Sucker.
The self-destruct sequence
Outstanding.
has been
We need to
activated.
bounce.
Repeat, the
This place is
self-destruct
gonna blow.
sequence has been activated.
Sherry? Where are you? Sherry!
Shit. Where is the tiny human? We need to
Where
find
is
Sherry.
she?
She's not hard to find if you remember what happens to her mom in Leon's scenario.
Mom! Mom!
Sherry, you have to escape.
Collect her. Get down to the elevator. Train's waiting for us. Dump off the tiny one.
Now you wait here, okay? I'll go and get this thing moving.
Run to the back of the train, grab a key. New goal. Get the power to the train going. Oh, by the way, we're on the clock.
5 minutes until
5 minutes to burn. Grab those plugs and head out. How many times do I have to kick your ass? Baldy is a prick in this fight. Very hard to dodge, but he doesn't dish out the most damage. It's a war of attrition until someone calls out to us and throws the rocket launcher. I love the callback to the first game.
You lose, big guy.
The 3 shots and boom. Fuck off, X. Hopefully you didn't miss with that rocket launcher. We're gonna need that later. Back to the train. Unlock the gates after saying bye to a few friends. We get the train rolling.
Hurry up! Leon!
Leon comes in like he did in his scenario. Everything lines up nice. good shit.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
It's over.
No. I have to find my brother.
You're right. This is just the beginning.
My God has protected you. It will always be with you.
Claire.
Sherry.
What the fuck was that?
What was that?
Yep, take no chances, taking the rocket launcher.
Warning. Biohazardous outbreak imminent. The emergency system has been activated. This
An
train will
alarm?
detonate.
Yep,
Repeat,
let's go
this
fix
train
that.
will detonate.
This fucker just doesn't quit. Birkin has now become an amalgamation of all the bits left over from our abuse of him earlier. May as well keep the trend going. Hit him with everything. Everything. Safety through superior firepower. Last cinematic plays.
Warning. The self-destruct system has been activated. Each train compartment will detonate sequentially. Repeat. Each train compartment will detonate sequentially.
Leon, stop the train!
I can't. The door to the control room is locked.
What is it?
Sherry, get back! That's what I call ugly. Claire! Where are you?
You don't give up, do you?
Sherry! What are you doing?
We have to stop the train, right? I can do it.
Sherry! Persistent, aren't you? Well, come and get it!
Which one's the right switch? Maybe this one?
Sherry!
Claire! Ah!
Can't hold on much longer.
Push the switch over there!
Got it!
Ugh. Finally.
Are you okay, Sherry?
I'm okay.
Where's Leon? Leon? Leon!
Right here.
Leon!
You're both safe. Just die. We've got to get out of here. Move it.
We get while the getting's good. One last fuck you to the gore pile. We get a nice little
That
scene.
was a close one. That was pretty impressive back there, Sherry.
It was nothing. I saw someone do that on TV once.
Come on. We've got to move out.
Now what's the problem? Is something following us?
Hey, we still have a job to do.
Some sequel bait.
Let's go.
Go? Oh, you can't mean...
Chris, I have to
Guitar
find you.
outro. Jesus, fuck, this game was just a straight improvement over RE1. This is how you do a sequel. You take what was awesome in the original and double down, adding goods that mesh with the predecessor's design, and boom, lightning in a bottle. Wait, what? Another scenario? Fuck. Yeah, so if we start a new game, but toss disc 2 in first, we can do the first scenario as Claire, but it's not just a straight adaptation. This is pretty different. So, Cliff Notes second runs. The biggest change is the bosses you're gonna face as each character. Claire will now deal with the G-Monster, Birkin's second form on the turntable, and his third and fourth form in the elevator room at the end. The chief is killed by a G-Monster bursting out of him.
With me. I just can't take the pain.
You. Sherry gets infected and has to get a vaccine made for her. Adding a good bit of running around in the lab. The actual flow of the scenario is very similar to Leon's in terms of enemy layout and item placement. Thus, a lot of the change is actually story beats, which is awesome and adds so much more replayability to the game as a whole. Leon's B scenario gets the same treatment. Boss changes, we fight Birkin's first form. Third form on the turntable. The bald one to get the train going.
Game over.
And we bully Birkin one last time. also gonna be bullying X every time we see him. Ben is killed by Birkin rather than infected. By the lab section, Leon's scenario B is nearly identical to Claire's. We grab the tiny human and get her to the train. The biggest change here is how Ada dies.
No.
Boom goes the train. We're off into the sunrise yet again. God damn, that is a lot of game. What do you mean there's more? You're fucking with me. No? Okay. So, unlocks. There's a few. Some super weapons for rank. If you get an A rank in a scenario in a full run, you will unlock 4th Survivor. Rank is controlled by time, saves, first aid sprays used, and special weapons used. That's why we left the submachine gun behind. 4th Survivor is a little side campaign that is brutal and requires a lot of foresight to get finished. I have not. Do you see how much is left on the video? I've got other shit to get to. Plus, if I'm honest with you, I really don't like it too much. The idea of a mode like this is awesome, but it's not my thing. I didn't like most of the extra modes in RE games until we got to Mercenaries in the later games, but we'll cover that in later reviews. Again, not bad, just not for me. So, if you do beat this mode, you will unlock a new version of this mode. Tofu Survivor. I suck, so yep, not getting through that. In the DualShock release, they added another mode that I did not have time for. Because holy shit, this is a ridiculous amount of content for a game from '98. EX Battle Mode. Choose your character. Goal is to find 4 bombs. Don't die to dickish enemy placement. Is that all? No. No, I'm not talking about arranged mode. That's just a mode where it's super easy and gives you all the super weapons in the item box. You start with a submachine gun in hand. Fuck, I ended up talking about it. This game is great. How this managed to be done in 9 months is insanity, and those assholes deserve medals. Can totally see why after the RE1 remake, people demanded, threatened, and summoned demons, all in the hopes that one day Capcom might remake this indulgent piece of media. Well, time to talk about that, I guess. In 2015, a video was published announcing that Capcom was finally gonna remake RE2. This was how I found out about it, and for about 3 years, didn't really hear anything about it until the announcement trailer in 2018. That's about how much your bud Nerf pays attention to stuff. So, one neat thing that I learned was that Capcom was actually tossing around the idea of remaking RE2 back when they were remaking RE1. It was actually Mikami that did not want to divert any people or development away from RE4. So it actually ended up being put on the back burner for another 13 years. Thanks to whoever thought that was a good idea. In terms of development history, I really didn't find much interesting. Some games just get made and put out without some crazy story behind them. The most I found was they really wanted to focus on atmosphere and photorealism, thus the character outfit changes. Other than that, nothing really. Most of the other things will come up in design we'll talk about in the game. So first thing I noticed, They were really aiming to make this a more accessible game. Difficulty selection from auto heal and auto saves to one hit will take you to danger. Let's pick our character. Gives us a nice description. Here we go. One more time. Design, mechanics, fun stuff, bitching. Let's do it, Bear. So, intro plays out a bit different this time. We're in a truck, staring at a decent-looking burger. Kinda hungry now. Radio's playing a talk show. The guest is pretty freaked out. Our trucker's getting into it. Probably should be looking at the road, though.
Oh, shit!
Dumbass. Flash to the interior of another vehicle. RPD folder visible in the passenger seat. We're gonna do this like last time, so you know we're following our boy Leon into town. We stop for a splash and dash when we notice fuckery. So, we need to cover this before we go any further. Gone are the days of fixed camera perspectives and full tank controls. We're looking at an over-the-shoulder, full camera-controlled setup. Movement feels more like an FPS. Strafing is handled by left and right. Turning is handled with camera movement and forward. There's a 180 turn, but with how sharp character controls are, you won't be using it much. No more standing still to aim. You can move and shoot at the same time. The caveat to this is that if you sit still to aim, your crosshairs will close up, giving you a more accurate shot. In comparison control-wise to the original game, this is completely different and they don't feel anything alike.
What is this?
We'll cover more as we go. For now, we must investigate. Lots of blood on the concrete. Flashlight on the floor. Even more blood.
Something's not right.
We found where it all came from. This guy points us to the back and we go see what's up.
Freeze! I'll shoot!
Well, we couldn't help the sheriff. Take advantage of the gunplay, put down guy. Inventory is similar to the original game, with a couple of quality of life things, but also a downgrade. You can pick up items and immediately combine them in your inventory, saving you some time. You can organize it to make it your setup. I never bothered, but, to each their own. You can expand the size over time with these guys. Keep an eye out for them. Now the downgrade. So, in the OG, when you used a key item and we were done with it, you were given the option to immediately discard it. Yeah, no more. You now have to handle that shit yourself. Why? Was that just too much to ask? We've been doing that literally forever. I know it's a bitchy little thing, but I hate having to go into the inventory to throw away a key when the old games would have just done it immediately. Enough ranting, back to the game. Suddenly more zombies are in the gas station? We need to get out.
Don't shoot! Get down!
This is actually a cool callback, and in terms of an intro, I do like it. It weirded me out that both Claire and Leon got into town without noticing anything weird. This way shows that it was way worse in town, all the way out to this gas station outside town. It's a nice little detail. Getting into town shows a devastated scene. It'd be a real shame if we didn't get to explore any of this. Car gets swamped by zombies at the worst time.
Hold on!
Okay, the intro was an action movie in the OG. How are you not dead from that impact? And how is your pelvis not collapsed from hitting that car? Let alone the internal injury from a shockwave of an explosion that would take you off your feet. Fuck, whatever. Let's go. And we're already at the station. The run wasn't long in the OG, but fuck, it wasn't a literal minute. Where is the city running? Getting across an infested town. I'm starting to get annoyed. The station is pretty. Like, the detail of this used to be a survivor's holdout is very nice. Cots and medical supplies everywhere. Let's scrounge around and peek at the computer behind the desk.
There has to be someone here. Not good.
Yeah, that dude is screwed. Better go clean up the mess. Head into the east hallway, clearly ignoring the sign of staying to stay out. Crawling underneath the shutters, dark as hell. The remake likes to play with darkness in an attempt to amp up the atmosphere without the fixed angles. Not a bad idea. Works as well as you are scared of the dark and not being able to see clearly. End of the hall, we hear dude calling for us. Time to put on the cape and go save the man. Gross.
Jesus Christ.
Well, that didn't work out. Take his notebook, we're gonna need that. Time to bounce. The AI of the zombies is both awesome and really fucking annoying. This dude falling over the desk in a straight line for me is a great touch. The wandering and the movements look great. The annoyance I have is something we'll get to as we go, but I can kind of explain. The zombies are fucking sure to dodge and damn near magnetic. There will be times you are damn sure you got away from them for the game to decide that 3 feet between you and the zombie, yeah, that doesn't matter, you're getting bitten. Wow. I am being ranty. Moving on. We get to the shutter and we're saved by Marvin.
Watch out!
You're safe. For now.
Thanks.
He now plays more of a support character in this. Kind of an homage to 1.5, I think. Gives us info on the notebook and the plan to leave the station. Sends us on our way. Here we are handed a knife and are introduced to the self-defense items again. First time since RE1, and honestly, I think that's why the zombies are so much better at gaining a munch. So you use these. There are other sub-weapons that double as self-defense items, but with the way I play, they are typically just that. Get out of jail free cards. To the west hallway. We dick around to the stairway. Some zombies will play dead after being put down. Double tap them. They can be very annoying. No one likes wasting shotgun shells. Third floor takes us to the spade key. We get a classic jump scare here that's been moved. Hi, buddy. In the attic, there's a C4 block set up and a note.
Damn those corporate assholes. They cut me off. After all I've done for them. But if that's how it's gonna be, so be it. I'm gonna have a little fun of my own as the world goes to shit. I ported all those filthy pigs up in a steel pin and set some C4. All I gotta do is detonate it and sayonara suckers. But it's no fun if it's over too soon, so maybe I'll give that one raving loon something to really squeal about. Yeah, maybe I'll give him a little toy and tell him, kill the guy next to you, and I'll spare the others. I wonder what he'll do. You yell about justice and pride, but how many times did you go against me? your own superior. Yeah, you're such a good cop. So good you had to die. Man, is this fun. I need some music for this.
Well, that dude is fucked. We should find that detonator. Wandering out to the library, I will say this much, the game is pretty. I don't have the greatest GPU, so this could actually look better. They definitely cared about environmental details and atmosphere. They keep that trend with the old RE games. One of the best parts of those games was looking around and checking out the details in the environment. Glad to see they put some work in making this place feel lived in. Marvin's on the horn asking us to come back. Back to him shows us the computer he's looking at. Don't remember laptops being quite so advanced in '98, but whatever. Looks like Claire's out back. Let's go say hi to the lady. Helicopter crashes into the building. No explanation this time. Dumb.
Now,
we chat for a minute before the dinner bell goes off.
Don't lose hope. I'm sure we're gonna find him.
Grab that bolt cutter and head back in. After hunting, dicking around, and scoring the shotgun, Bear. Satisfying feeling to the weapons, but the lack of oomph kinda sucks. We'll fix it later. We end up in the hall of Star's office. Time for an old friend. The lickers are a joke, and kind of annoying. In the original, they were completely blind and fairly easy to avoid. They are still easy to avoid, however, if you're close enough, they will just track you, like a silly sixth sense of wherever you are. Again, dumb. Didn't kill a single one during this run. We find a battery in here, and we find the detonator in here, in this storage place. Time to open that boxed area up. Get the medallion, flash the liquor. Let's go get the other two. All three in our possession. Dump them in the statue in the main hall. Secret tunnel. It's not an RE game without secret paths.
Still make it out of here.
We get some motivation from Marvin and head on our way. Takes us down to the basement.
What the?
That sounds like trouble. After a lovely introduction, we have our first boss fight. Birkin is kind of an ass. Give him a headshot, or three, to get his shoulder eye. Ugh. Get it open, it's pretty much his only weak spot. The hair is an annoying thing with this fight. If you're good at dodging him, he will sometimes disappear, only to jump out in front of you, starting the cycle of opening the eye again. This can cause the fight to drag on for way too long. I still have no idea what triggers it, but the best guess I got is being good at dodging and relying on hit and run tactics. You know, RE combat in a nutshell. Fuck you, dude. Ladder drops. Someone got a good show out of us. Take it and bounce. Looks like the parking garage. We got nothing to open the gate at the end.
Need a key card.
Shit. Doggos. Zombie dogs are back. Still gonna call him Cerberus. Much cooler name. Fight me. Cerberus have gotten a bit of a downgrade in terms of health. Only a few handgun bullets will kill them. The buff they got, however, was aggression. These assholes are great at chasing you down, tagging you when you least expect it. Serpentine movements seem to be the best bet.
You gotta be kidding me. Get off of me!
Hey!
Who is that?
Stay sharp. Lower it.
Lucky for us, we get saved by the lady in the trench coat. Ada's playing at being FBI rather looking for her boyfriend. Not a bad change. It's odd an FBI lady is just out in a zombie outbreak looking for clues, but not as odd as a civilian hunting an infested town looking for her boy toy. I'm cool with this change too.
FBI, huh?
She leaves us without giving any real info, and we're left to our own devices again. A bit of hunting takes us to a broken key for a police cruiser. The fob still works, and in the trunk is a part for our handgun. The parts for our weapons are in the remake as well, although some odd stuff. Like, how is that muzzle brake attached? There's no threads on the barrel of our handgun. Did we just superglue that thing on? This is just an addition to affect your aim without any thoughts to the mechanic of the firearm. It's a dumb little detail, but it annoys me. We find a key on a dead man. Well, he was dead. Back through the garage, we end up in a holding cell. I'll just let this play out.
Hello? Hey. I don't believe it. A real human. Hello, human.
You been here long?
Long enough. Are we the last ones alive?
No, there's a few of us.
Huh. That's good news, I guess.
Yeah.
That's of course Irons sent you.
Irons? You mean Chief Irons? Is he still around?
Who cares? Hopefully he's somebody's dinner by now.
What do you mean by that?
He's the bastard that locked me in here.
I'm sure he had a good reason.
He did. I was about to blow the whistle on his dirty ass. I'd have done the same thing to him, I guess. Hey, I'll make you a deal. Unlock this cell and I'll give you this. There's no other way out of that parking garage, believe me.
Sorry, I can't do that. I have to talk to the chief first.
Look, we're both prisoners in this station. So either we play nice and help each other out, or... Shit. It's coming.
What? What's coming?
Come on. Come on, don't be an asshole. Okay, you need this. Just get me the fuck out of here!
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's a bad sign. So, to get into the cell, we need to find electrical parts for the gate switchboard. One is down here in the basement. Shit, doggos. Run, 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 run. Well, out of that horrible place, we're on the east wing of the police station. Bit of dicking around gets us back out to the main hall. So, where the fuck is that other part? It's in the clock room of the station. However, we got some bullshit to do first. Number 1, put out the helicopter. Number 2, Bully X. Oh yeah, he's back, and he's persistent. Give me RE3 Nemesis vibes. I do like it. Wish he gave me ammo like in the OG, but that's fine. Number 3, grab this box. The box has the key to treasure. Back to the STARS office, inspect the badge, and it turns into a USB? When does this game take place? 98? When was the USB invented? Huh. I didn't know that. Cool. Whatever. Let's get our toy. Oh, come to daddy. The Lightning Hawk. It's the Magnum. Isn't the easiest weapon to aim, but it will stop X in his tracks. A bit of wandering, rearranging the library. We find the last part in Rube Goldberg fashion. Let's go get that parking card from Ben. One thing the remake does well is puzzles. Some are piss easy, but some are good head scratchers and make me look like a dumbass. Good shit, Capcom. Grab our card, and we notice a tape recorder. Huh? So they changed the info that Ben managed to get. Odd, but okay.
That doesn't explain the rumors about the
orphanage? Well, if I was going to experiment with viruses, can't do much better than orphans. It's a class act for a supervillain. We had to leave, and the cells open up. Fucking course. Let's take the far left, and oh, it's you again.
Give me a break.
Out of that, and... Huh, convenient. I like this dynamic better between Leon and Ada.
Yeah.
She is so sick of his shit until she realizes that she can use him to her advantage. You can almost watch the switch flip when he tosses her that tape recorder, or during this.
Helping people like them? That's why I joined the Force.
My mission is to take down Umbrella's entire operation. We may not make it out.
Whatever it takes to save this city. Count me in.
The scene with Kendo has been completely redone and is only on Leon's side of the story. I don't really have anything to say about it. I'm sure it hit someone right in the feels, but with how short and one-note it felt, they almost might as well have cut it. That's my opinion, though. We get into the sewers and Ada gives us the details. Bad scientist, secret lab, you already know the deal. Jump down into the shit water for the Gator boss. It's not a boss anymore. It's an on-the-rail scene where the only danger you face is if you don't touch any of the controls. Cinematic, but kinda lame. In the OG, it wasn't much either, but come on, guys.
Chew on that.
Ada lets us out, and we bump into Annette. It plays out about the same as the original. Leon gets popped, except Ada patches him up now before heading off. Well, that's cute. The Ada section is interesting. You're going to be relying on this doobly-doo. Do some puzzling, chase this lady through the area. Zombies and X will be trying to stop you. Keep moving. Eventually we get trapped in an incinerator. awesome bad guy trap. Annette is much more capable of keeping Ada in check. I still prefer the bitch slap.
Too bad.
Ada's down for the count with that piece of steel in her leg. What's Leon up to? Our boy wakes up from his lead-induced power nap and heads off to look for his crush. The sewers have been expanded into a complete area rather than just a few rooms. Kinda mazy, full of bullshit. Spiders are gone, but honestly, whatever. They were a non-issue in the original. Them not being here, really not missing much. Few locked doors we're gonna need to find a key for. Oh, and this asshole. So, the G-Monster isn't a boss anymore. Now a tanky fucking enemy to block your path. I actually kinda like this. The OG didn't really have any enemies that would stop you full in your tracks and force you to deal with it, let alone so big you couldn't just skate by it. Fits the sewers well. Leon finds his girl.
Ada.
But she's behind a locked door. We need the chest plugs to get it open. They're scattered throughout here. One is back by those locked doors. We also found a tape back there earlier. Let's take a peek.
Please. Oh, please, stop. Stop. No.
Over here, you freak!
Don't hurt him.
Neat. There's a cable car down here too, so we got a way out. Well, that's awesome. This tool gets us places. Let's use it. Oh, and shotgun parts. We grabbed one in Kendo's shop too. The fully upgraded shotgun doesn't have the same oomph that the OG does. But how could I expect him to copy perfection? Not possible. Something had to give. I suppose I'll take it. We find that key to get into those locked doors from earlier, but we also find a ladder. Let's go see— oh, fuck. Three of these assholes in this tiny area, and you're probably not gonna have a bunch of ammo to burn, so this might get rough. Luckily, there's treasure in the next room. Two of the plugs we need, and a little puzzle gets us the flamethrower. Ooh, time for war crimes. The flamethrower is actually very effective against the G's, however, it burns through gas like an old Cadillac with a hole in the tank. Head on back the way we came, we need to cash that key in. There's an elevator hidden behind one of the cabinets in here. It takes us back to the police station. We did find film earlier labeled hiding places. May as well take advantage being here. Last time we're gonna see this place. Bye, Marvin.
Damn it.
Back down with the goods we found. 2 parts for the Lightning Hawk. It's not a bad trade. Finish cleaning this place out, grab that plug, and back up to the boards. This is a good puzzle and makes me feel dumb pretty much every time. There's a hint on the wall that gives you an idea of where to stick the plugs. An embarrassing amount of time later, we get the door unlocked. Head to power the door to get Ada, and... oh, fuck you, bud.
Jesus Christ!
Yep. Birkin's back. Frankly, I don't like this fight. The area you need to maneuver around is too small for how wide a swing arc is, The amount of damage he does makes me question whether there's adaptive difficulty like some of the old RE games. Sometimes getting hit, it's fine to danger. Not playing on hardcore. Then there's the crane. Look, there's a reason that shoot at it until it dies works perfectly well for a RE boss. Even knowing the mechanics of this fight, it is not enjoyable. This is easily the worst boss fight in the game. Hands down. Fuck that, let's go get the lady. The two cripples wander to the cable car heading to the lab. Nest. No turning back now.
This tram is bound for Nest. Do not exit until the final destination.
Another cute scene.
You say it yourself.
It's a good thing Leon here isn't easily manipulated into doing stuff for other people. Being a bit over-emotional over a breakup and a bit dense, you know, whatever. It's a good setup for the relationship for the rest of the series.
What if you're attacked? What if you need help?
The Nest is an interesting area. Power is off in most areas, and we need that bracelet that Ada gave us to open shit. The problem is, it's not good enough to open what we need to open, so we're gonna need to upgrade it. More of the typical RE affair. Wander for key item and move on. We end up in a greenhouse-looking area. Dead man pinned to the window. Looks like he has one of our chips. Well, time for an old friend. The Ivies are zombies that are leafy now? Shoot the orange bits to drop them. They will be back up later, unless you burn them. But it's costly to do so. If they grab you, you better hope you have a sub-weapon / defense item on you, because they are instant death. It's kind of annoying, but RE does need more punishment. So, we need to make an herbicide to kill the plants in here to get our goods. Gonna be a bit of running. We need the capsule, unlock the fire escape, head down into another wing of the lab. There's a tool down here to turn on the power and the lights, and a trophy. Oh, you are adorable. Another set of liquors to ignore. Head to the back door, up the stairs, say hi to some friends, and grab that tool. It's a little puzzle in its own right. Kinda neat. This stairway shortcut takes us right back to the greenhouse area, and that trophy has the code to the herbicide setup. Why? I don't know, don't worry about it. Getting the herbicide is a decent little puzzle that makes me feel dumb too. Now, we need to go back to that area with the liquor boys, make sure the lights are on, and hit the freezer. Cool this off.
Cooling sequence in progress.
And pump it. Kill all the plants.
Dispensing solution now.
Nice. Now we can get our... Oh, you son of a bitch!
Shit! Him again?
Persistent prick, isn't it? Hope Nemesis is just as fun in the remake. On to the main lab. Walk over a bridge. Yep, this feels like a boss area. Get in, grab our goal.
Huh. That was easy.
Leon, never,
Alright, now back to
ever say that.
Attention. Unauthorized removal of a level 4 virus detected. Facility lockdown initiated. Self-destruct sequence will begin when lockdown is complete.
See? Self-destruct activates, because why would the secret place let the super virus leave? Stalk up and head out. Oh yeah, big man? Looks like we're fighting Birkin one last time. This fight is my favorite. Dude's got reach, hits hard, but telegraphs well. You have room to maneuver, goods in the area to keep stock. He will pick up shit and try to tag you. 3 weak points on his body to open up the main weak point. This is just a well-designed fight. Good job, Capcom. Knew you could do it. What the hell happened last time? Big man down. I'm just gonna let this play out.
Jesus. That looks bad.
Feels worse. Believe me.
Talk about what you said. Or how much I believe.
Just tell me you'll destroy that G sample.
No, it's evidence. It's going to the FBI.
You trust that bitch?
What's that supposed to mean?
She's not FBI. She's a mercenary. She's gonna sell it. The G-Virus is gonna go to the highest bidder.
That's bullshit.
I hope you're right. But if the G-Virus gets into the wrong hands...
I do like that Leon at least seems a little skeptical this time, rather than just being wooed over by a chick he just met today. If only a tiny bit. Speaking of, I'm just gonna let this play out too.
I was just thinking about you.
That makes 2 of us. I was getting worried.
No, we make a good team. I gotta ask you something.
Way's clear. Please, tell me you got it.
Oh, I got it.
Let me verify the G sample and we get the hell out of here.
Before we do that, I ran into Annette. She claims you're not FBI.
Oh, Leon. Why couldn't you just hand over the sample?
As I realized, as much as I wanted to trust you, I didn't.
I really hoped it wouldn't end up like this.
So that's all this was. I was just some pawn to you?
Look, I'm just doing my job.
And I'm doing mine, so drop that damn gun! I'm taking you in.
Hand over the sample, Leon. I don't want to hurt you.
And you shoot me. But I don't think you can.
No one gets that sample now.
Hold on. I think I can...
Forget it.
Shut up, I've got you.
It's not worth it.
Don't do this.
Take care of yourself, Leon.
No!
So, time to go. Timer running. The sprint isn't hard, just a few IVs and oh, fuck you! Well, he's gone. Time to keep moving. Grab what you can, the power coupler, power the elevator, and let's get the fuck out of here. Okay, I know I've already asked this once, but how many times do I have to kick your ass? Super Tyrant is a rough fight. Kinda suffers the same issues as the second Birkin fight, but not to the same degree. Small area, and he's fast, but nowhere near as hard to avoid. His difficulty comes from the constant attacks. Shit falling from the sky, taking up space on the elevator, and the insta-kill. He will stop and roar. When you see this, pump him full of lead and stagger him. If you don't, you will die. There is no avoiding this attack. Dish out enough abuse, the rocket launcher will be dropped off with a message. Safety through superior firepower. One last fuck you to some zombies. Time to hit the train.
Shit! Gotta get out of here.
Good shit, Leon.
Can't believe I actually miss her. Hey. We made it.
Just like I said we would.
Well, that was interesting. So what's Route B look like?
What the?
Well, not gonna lie to you. I really don't like how Route B starts.
I'll meet you at the station!
You just pop up on the other side of the station. No running through the city. No dodging zombies to get here. Just poof, here I am. Lame. I know that Route B in the original was a very short run too, but I had to get to the station myself. Would have been cool to see what we had to do to get here, but no. Claire's in town for the same reason, still looking for her brother. Route B basically starts when Leon got that call from Marvin that Claire was outside. We need to get inside that gate. Grab that bolt cutter and watch this from Claire's point of view.
Good luck with your brother?
No, not yet.
Claire, don't lose hope. I'm sure we're gonna find him. Damn it.
Back the way we came, we opened the door up. One new thing for the B route is a new handgun for the character we're playing as, that route. Claire gets basically a single action army. Leon gets a 1911 knockoff, both chambered in 45. It's more powerful than the normal handgun, and ammo for it will replace the 9mm handgun, so you will not find any normal handgun ammo. You'll have to make that. And you will make it if you want to have any ammo at all. I like the idea, but there's just not enough 45 ammo to make up for it. Back inside the station, we need to do basically the same as we did before. Just from a different angle. It's not quite as different as the OG. We do have access to the east side safe room. And the puzzles are different, like for the medallions, but our goals are the same. Get our medallions and get out of the station. When we get to the STARS office, after picking up some goods... Oh, you bet your ass the grenade launcher is back. I will say that I'm annoyed there's no explosive shells. Oh, but you have grenades. Yeah, but they have almost no range. Let me shoot them out of a purpose-built device. Shit. Where was I? Fuck, this has been long. Oh yeah, STARS office. Yeah, so when we get to the STARS office, we bump into this prick again. Yeah, he showed up earlier. We could look at him on the computer, but I'm a dummy and I didn't get a recording of that. Sorry, guys.
Something tells me he's not a cop.
Same basic stuff plays out. There's really no difference with getting the medallions other than some item placement around them. Get those fuckers. Bye, X. See you later. And we head to go to the parking garage.
Hello? Hello?
Sounds like someone small is running. I'm just gonna let this play out.
I won't budge. Oh. Hello? Hey. It's okay. I won't hurt you, I promise. Do you need help? Here, you can take my hand. You need help. I'm sorry, I can't understand you.
You need help.
Why?
He's right behind you.
What? Oh my God.
Great. Fight this prick again. No differences here. Except we have a better handgun. And a grenade launcher. And a submachine gun we scored in the STARS office. Oh, you poor bastard.
Oh, crap. Oh, God.
We call out to the tiny one. She drops the ladder for us. Sherry's only with us for a little bit.
We need a key card. Hold on. Here, come out. And you're sure this is the way?
This is how my mom took me last time.
Sherry? I've been looking everywhere for you, Sherry. Brave little girl to leave your house in the middle of this mess. On the ground, hands behind your head.
The chief is a much bigger bastard than the OG.
On the ground, now. Sherry, tie her hands.
Why are you doing this?
Shut up. Tie her. Okay then. You tie her up now or she dies.
What's this all about?
Child endangerment for starters. Sherry, come here.
What are you gonna do to her?
None of your fucking business.
If you hurt her, I swear to God, my brother is stars and I will fuck.
Sherry, get over here. What's your name? What's your fucking name?
Claire!
Sherry, you come with me now, or say goodbye to Claire.
Okay, I'll go. You better be taking me to my mom.
Absolutely.
Don't listen to him, he's full of shit.
Stop hurting her, please!
Don't tell me how to do my job.
Stop! Let me go! Let me go!
Obviously, nobody taught you manners. We'll fix that. Oh, yes, we will.
Let me go! Let me go!
I'll get you, you fucker! Stay safe, Sherry.
Well, we need to get the key from the dead man again. The doggos have been replaced with lickers, and we're not powering the downstairs. We're gonna go back to the station through the chief's office. The bastards got the parking pass we need to leave. Same basic deal to open it as Ben's cell. 2 electrical parts. One's still in the clock area. The other one is across the way on this floor. Putting out the flaming copter this time gives us access to the race to the station. Hola. Later, fucker. Awesome. Card in hand. Phone rings.
Hello?
Good to see you again, Claire.
The chief?
We've got unfinished business.
So, we're playing as Sherry? We need to get the fuck out of here. This whole section gives me modern horror game vibes, and I'm not gonna lie, the only thing I like about it is the atmosphere. The looming sense of dread, especially when getting into the chief's personal area. Music playing, dude singing into himself. Mayor's daughter is dead on the table. He's gonna stuff that lady before he stuffs that lady. Get that key and do a running section, followed by a hiding section. Then more running. Modern horror games. Shit like Outlast, Amnesia. I don't find scary. As long as you're running, you're pretty much safe. The reason I like games like RE or Silent Hill is that you have multiple choices to try to get you out of trouble. None of them are guaranteed to save you. Sure, you can try and run, but you need to be skilled enough to be able to get away. Sure, you can fight. Doesn't mean that you're gonna win that fight. And even if you do, wasn't necessarily worth the resources. Typically, when you're scared, you're gonna have one of 2 reactions. Fight or flight. Take one of those away, you're left with one solution for every problem, and that's boring. Where was I? Oh yeah. We get Asshole's key after we do this and hide. I'll just let this play out.
Over. No! Now you're in trouble.
Let me go! No, stop!
Back to Claire. The pendant Sherry dropped is the ransom for her, it seems.
Pendant.
Not sure why we care. Time to go get the tiny human. Heading out to the parking garage, use the parking pass. Jesus, you are committed. Time to sprint throughout town. Is this better than the run earlier? Yes and no. Yes, because we get to run through an infested part of town, something that every RE fan has wanted to do. No, because it literally lasts 2 minutes before you get to the orphanage. Capcom, why won't you let us explore Raccoon City? Maybe 3 will be better. Get into the... Oh, fuck.
Your fault.
What?
Took too long.
What happened? Oh, God. Get off me! Oh, my God.
Screw you, bud. In his office is a fucking mess. Ladder in the back. Ah, there's the tiny human.
I'll be right there!
Fucking course.
Go, go, go!
One nice thing, however, we can just sprint by Sherry. She's fine, don't worry about her. That's an improvement over the OG. Watch this bald prick get his, and...
What'd you say?
Oh no. Okay, we're gonna take a minute. If it seems like I'm skimming over the B scenario, that's because I am. Other than a few minor item puzzle changes, an enemy here and there, it plays exactly the same as the A scenario, per character. Honestly, this pissed me off. 3 years of development after the announcement, at least. However long before that, and the only difference I could really see was the character I was playing as. Yes, the original wasn't perfectly unique for each run, but more thought was taken for repeat plays than this was, and that was 98. Leon and Claire both fight the same bosses, except for the last, and we'll get to it. They run the same route through the sewers. Only difference is where they enter it. Take out the character and story beats, look solely at gameplay tasks, you do the same shit. You enter the station, 3 medallions to leave, parking pass to leave the station, sewer trip to Nest, Nest exploring the same areas, end in the same area, taking the same elevator, ending up in the same place.
Leon!
Rant over, time for the sewers.
Can you help me find
Annette
Sherry?
reminds us that she's a terrible parent, and we head to go find the tiny one. Time for the sewers all over again.
Literally.
2 things of note. 1, Spark Shot. This thing is pretty awesome. Kills everything pretty much in one shot with some good aim. And 2, the puzzle with the plugs is different. Everything else is pretty much the same. Trip back to the station to finish clearing it out included. Sherry is where Ada was, of course. Let's go deal with Birkin again. Plus note, Claire's arsenal seems honestly more powerful overall than Leon's, so beating his ass before hitting it with the crane is a bit more manageable. Really hate that I had to do this fight a second time. Okay, tiny human. Fuck you, Annette.
Wait! Wait! I can treat her. In my lab. It's not far away.
Now you suddenly care? Should have left her character the same as the OG. This flip-flop shit is annoying.
There's no turning
Hit the
back.
cable car, drop off the tiny creature in the office, and do the nest again. The power tool is right outside the first door, heading into the wings, so powering shit on is quicker. But yeah, it plays out basically the same. Upgrade the bracelet, herbicide the greenhouse, upgrade that shit again.
Damn it. Look at that. Alright.
You gave your child the key to your secret lab thingy?
Got it.
Wow, you people are fucking dumb. Okay, grab the goods.
God.
Let's go do my favorite fight again.
Agent.
Still the best fight in the game. Back to the tiny human. Mom cures her to die a moment later. Sounds like Leon got his goods. It's time to bounce. Elevator through bullshit. Found the turntable. Get it going. Oh? Hello. 7.62 cal minigun. Well, my pants just got a little tighter. Let's go find something to introduce it to. Aha. Right on time. Ready to do this again, Birkin? So, this fight is basically a bullfight. Keep distance, firing. He will charge straight. Move aside, he will smash into something. Take advantage of that stun and give him rapid-fire diplomacy. He's a tough prick, but you have a minigun. Screw you, buddy. Back to the train. Time to bounce.
So what's the first thing you want to do when we get out of here?
I want to see where you live.
Good. 'Cause I take a shower.
Yeah.
Really? That bad? Oh yeah.
Claire!
Leon! It's so good to see you.
Hey, Leon.
Didn't I?
You did.
Who's this?
Love this scene.
This is Sherry.
He just couldn't care less.
Jesus.
A big bump.
What was that?
Well, we all knew it was coming. Let's
You
check
stay
it
here
out.
with Sherry. I'm gonna go check it out.
There's some gunpowder and a knife in here. It's gonna get down to the nitty-gritty. Hey, buddy. Miss me?
We gotta stop meeting like this.
Give him every bullet you can until that cutscene kicks in. I do love the banter, the shit-talking this big bastard as we give him everything we have left. One last call back to the OG. Train carries everyone out. I do like how the ending plays out. It is fitting, and it's a nice feel after the game.
So, are you guys like...
So, what about the other way around?
No.
Claire A, Leon B.
Well, we actually
Well,
just met.
kinda like I ranted about earlier, there is really no difference in the story. There are no new scenarios like the original. Claire and Leon have a set story, and they don't deviate at all. If you played Claire A, you've pretty much played Claire B. The only difference is where you come into the police station, some item and puzzle changes. This feels like a downgrade, honestly. Sure, it's prettier, but a lot of the replayability of the original is lost when the scenarios are so similar. And that's not even getting into, why are we fighting the exact same bosses twice? The original's bosses were separated by what scenario we were playing. This just feels lazier and inherently doesn't make sense to the story of the game.
So, is it over?
Whatever. Okay, so extras. Yeah, there's a lot of those. Fourth Survivor makes a return, a bit more forgiving than the OG, but that's got more to do with the gameplay differences. The Tofu Survivor is still here. If you beat Tofu, you unlock more Tofu types, different inventories for each one. I suck, so yeah, that's not happening. Then there's the Ghost Survivors. To be honest with you, I didn't touch these because I had no interest in them. It was a free add-on, so I can't complain about that. But I'm overcome with the feeling of meh just by looking at it. I don't care. So what's my conclusion? Well, for starters, this isn't a remake. This is a reimagining. Trying to compare the two is honestly a fucking chore. They're completely different beasts. Other than shared characters and a few story beats, they're not anything alike. RE2 2019, Resident Evil 2 2019, RE2 Remake, whatever the fuck you want to call it, is a good game, but if you went into it hoping for the same high that you got from the original, oh, you're gonna be sorely fucking disappointed. It falls short in almost every category. However, if you look at it as a reimagining for a group of people who would never look at a game from '98, it's a fine game. It's fun, it's good looking, it's definitely different. Share some of the old masochistic choices that the fan base does enjoy. If you're looking for variety in your story and how things can play out, you're gonna play the original. If you can't stand the sight of graphics from '98, you're gonna play the reimagining. Both are good games, but this isn't a better or worse situation. This is a personal preference, what do you like situation. These are so different that there is no real comparing them. Even with the same name. You pick your poison. That's the best I got. Me? Pretty sure you're gonna know what I'm gonna pick. Give me that shotgun. Oh, this was a fucking mess. Hopefully the next one isn't such a clusterfuck. If you made it through this long-ass endeavor, I appreciate you. Hopefully it was entertaining, and God, we'll see what happens. Have a good one.